So on the last problem, we saw that 1% of 100 and the calculator gave us 1. So 1%, remember the decimal was here. Beyonce told us to go to the left, all those things in the box to the left. That 1% is represented this way as a decimal times 100, and then it gives you what? 1. Now that we know what this means, it represents 1. These words represent 1. And the word minus is there. What does this mean? So far, answer choice A, I'm representing it using a verbal description. So 100 per x minus 1% of 100. So what did I do? I took 1% of this number over here. And what did I do? I did that for each y. So each means put the letter next to whatever this is. And I did. It must be what? No more than. That means don't go above me, be less than. And you can be whatever it is that I am. So less than or equal to. Then put the negative 50. Ta-da! And you got it. So that represents that. Now let's take the negative 100x plus y is greater than or equal to 50. 100 per x. There it is. There is the stuff again. Plus 1% of 100. So what is Miss Pierce trying to tell you? On the test, you may have to take a percentage of whatever you put on the first term. Now in this one it has negative 100, but on the test, trust me, it won't be negative. I just wanted to make this problem work. So 1% of 100 means the number 1. For each y, so that just means put y next to this number. 1% of 1 was 1 times y. And it needs to be at least, that means be greater than or equal to 50. I know it sounds like less, but it means more. Enough of that. Let's move on. Driving a truck. I need the domain and range. So I know you guys are happy to see this example because you know this one. The domain is going to be from 0 to 20. The range is going to be from 0 to 200. What is the y-intercept? Of course, 200. So you write that as 0, 200. Now, I need you to label, given that situation, which one is the slope, which is the y-intercept, and which is the x-intercept. Okay, well, we know the slope needs to have that per this and per that, but the y has to come first, right? So gas per hour, which down here talks about gas per hour. There it is, so there's my slope. Now the y-intercept is where it starts, so that's the beginning. That's how much you started with before you started driving because you're at 0. So which one says before? Look at that, amount of fuel at the beginning. Now it may not say the word before, it may not say the word start, but it will mean at the beginning of the scenario. So this would be my y-intercept. Now, what happens at 20? Because that's the x-intercept. Well, I have run out of gas, and how do I know that? Well, it took 20 hours, I'm at 20, but where is the fuel? Well, come on over to the y-axis, visit me. I'm at 0. That's why you write 20, 0, because y was fuel. How do you know that? It says it right there. Y is fuel. This is the x-intercept. Took 20 hours.